Very tough one. It's unspeakable, really. A 94-year-old woman raped right here in Baton Rouge. Tonight, Baton Rouge police say they worked through the night to identify their suspect and arrest him. Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, is here now with what neighbors have to say about this, who, as you can imagine, are stunned, and what may make you even more mad is the suspect's troubling criminal history. Chris.
Good evening, Greg. Jeremiah Taylor is no stranger to law enforcement. In fact, he was just released from jail in January for a slew of other charges. Tonight, neighbors on East Black Oak Drive near Park Forest and Sherwood Forest are stunned. Jeremiah, did you rape a 94-year-old woman?
No.
What was that?
No.
You didn't do that?
No.
So what is this?
I don't know, man. I don't rape no about it, man.
Wearing handcuffs and only speaking with profanities, 22-year-old Jeremiah Taylor is accused of the unthinkable. Investigators say he raped a 94-year-old woman who lived on this street in Baton Rouge in broad daylight. Neighbors are stunned and say the woman always was outside, tending to her yard, and the neighbors all looked after her.
It's just horrible, you know. Satan is busy, and it is just bad. Stuff like this don't usually happen around here. And, everybody looks out. That was a sweet woman.
It's sad. Shouldn't nothing like that be happening in the neighborhood, really. That's sad. That's sick.
The WAFBI team first to report Taylor's troubled past, with arrests for rape, burglary, unauthorized entry, all within the past 2 years. The WAFBI team...
Hold on. We got to back that up just a tad bit now. Look at this. Look through some of this stuff. He's got first-degree rape back in, 8/29/2024, and he's got second-degree rape. So he's talking about, I don't rape. You've been charged multiple times for it. But the main question I always ask, why is he still on the street?
Entry, all within the past 2 years. The WAFBI team found his most recent arrest was dismissed by District Attorney Hiller Moore's office, allowing Taylor back out on the streets. The frustration palpable for detectives who repeatedly see the same offenders over and over.
It is a source of contention. It is a source of frustration on our department and with our officers. Why this is happening is some questions that I would love y'all to ask the rest of the judicial system.
Following yesterday's rape, detectives worked quickly, putting photos out on Crime Stoppers Friday morning, and the community responded with an incredible amount of tips.
Within just minutes of us releasing those photos, the public reached out to us and was able to give us information about the location of the suspect. Our detectives then went and were able to arrest the suspect within just a few minutes in the same vicinity.
For neighbors who look after neighbors, if he's found guilty, many of them say they want to see Taylor pay the ultimate price. They want to see the state seek castration in this case and more.
I don't think he deserves to live. Honestly. Cat, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. You still can walk around.
Can they, I didn't know that, is that something they can actually do, is punish him by castration?
That lady ain't even gonna ever be right again after this.
You're lucky you didn't catch him. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow.
Chief Moore says the evidence is overwhelming as this investigation continues.
When you're looking at one of the most vulnerable parts of our population, the elderly, to take advantage of them in this way, horrendous. Unacceptable. I don't know what word you really use. I'm really dumbfounded to try to explain it.
Sources tell the I-Team the victim in this case received some pretty serious injuries, including broken bones during the attack. Taylor is locked up in the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail with no bond this evening.
You have to be one sick SOB to do this. And then he's got multiple charges happening majority of the time in the past 2 years involving rape, burglary, but he's still out on the streets. Let's go over to this next video and see what else they tell us.
A horrendous crime put a 22-year-old back in jail tonight. Police arrested Jeremiah Taylor for allegedly raping a 94-year-old woman. Alexis Maroney is in the newsroom with details on Taylor's criminal history.
Michael, Sylvia, at just 22 years old, Taylor had already been arrested for sexual battery, rape, and burglary. And now he's back in jail for similar charges.
Neighbors say this is a sleepy area. A lot of people on this street are elderly.
We bought this little house when we got married,
and we've been here ever since. Jackie Hernandez lives near East Black Oak Drive. Most of the time on this end of our subdivision, it's fairly safe. That's why Hernandez says she was shocked to hear that a 94-year-old woman a street over was raped.
Horrendous act and crime.
Early Friday morning, Baton Rouge police posted this picture of a suspect at the 11,000 block of East Black Oak Drive in the Park Forest, Sherwood Forest area.
Somebody broke into your neighbor's home.
Yeah.
And attacked her.
Right.
What goes through your mind?
Scared to death because you don't feel safe. It's really scary. You never know when somebody can break in your house. By Friday afternoon, police had arrested 22-year-old Jeremiah Taylor.
I have a lot of trouble even finding the right adjective to describe such a horrendous act.
According to arrest records, Taylor has previously been arrested for burglary, sexual battery, and rape.
It is a source of frustration.
That victim had a protective order against Taylor, but then he was released in January when the charges were dismissed. Police say they're tired of seeing the same people arrested for the same thing, time after time.
Why this is happening is some questions that I would love y'all to ask the rest of the judicial system.
I think the people, everyone in the world is tired of the same criminals committing the same crimes when they were already arrested for it. What's the point of even arresting them if you're just going to let them out or drop the charges? Let's keep going.
Evidence is pretty overwhelming in this incident when we're looking at everything from security footage.
Hernandez says she hopes this unfortunate incident leads to more security in the neighborhood.
Does it give you peace of mind?
Yes, it does. If we had more protection out here.
Taylor is facing multiple charges, including rape, obscenity, and battery charges. At this time, court dates have not been set. I asked District Attorney Hiller Moore why previous rape charges had been dismissed. When we get a response, we'll put it on our website. That's WBRZ.com.
That is the main question. Why did the previous sexual assault cases get dismissed? And you let this man back out on the street to do it again? The world is a crazy place, and there's a lot of demons out there, y'all. There's a lot of demons. A 22-year-old attacking a 94-year-old older woman who could not fight back. And then you hear him acting like, I didn't even do this. I wouldn't rape nobody. You have charges, prior charges. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information of this whole situation. So as we know, 22-year-old Jeremiah has been arrested and charged with the rape of a 94-year-old woman in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The incident allegedly occurred on Thursday, March 5th, 2026, in broad daylight at the victim's home. Taylor faces several charges, including first-degree rape, second-degree battery, cruelty to the infirmed, obscenity. Under Louisiana law, a first-degree rape conviction can carry a life sentence. Good. This is a young man at that, who should never be out with the public for the rest of his life. Some people saying castration. So the survivor was taken for medical treatment. Reports indicate that she sustained broken bones during the assault. After detectives released surveillance photo, public tips led them to Taylor's arrest on Friday, March 6, 2026. So as we know, his prior arrests within the past 2 years, Taylor has been arrested for rape, burglary, and unauthorized entry. He was released from jail in January 2026 after previously a first-degree rape charge from August 2024 was dismissed because the victim in that case refused to cooperate. I wonder why the victim refused to cooperate. Tragic. So he expressed frustration Baton Rouge police chief expressed frustration to the judicial system, questioning why repeat offenders were allowed back into the community. District attorney stated that his office is working diligently to prosecute the current case. I wonder why the victim from the August 2024 assault dismissed the charges. Was she scared? Did she just didn't want to deal with it anymore? I mean, you can't place this on the DA. It's just If the victim itself dropped the charges, what can they do? I wish they could do more, but just thinking about all the legal ways they can go through this, if the victim refuses itself to press charges, we might never know why she refused to press charges, but she should have, because hopefully if she would have, this would have never happened. But we don't know what's going through the victim's mind and how she was feeling, so it's something we can't blame her for. It's hard to deal with this. But these are the but there's prior cases where he should have been in jail. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. 94. There are some real demons walking around who don't care. They go after the weak and the vulnerable. Look after your neighbors. I'm happy that the neighbors were so adamant about helping her and looking after her. That is what we need in our community. That is what we need in all the communities. People looking after each other. And then as soon as the footage came out, people were already sending tips on where they can go to get him, because he needs to be off the streets. Crazy situation, y'all. Remember what? Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.